Hello again. This is Math 1120 coming to you from the College of DuPage, and the title of this video lecture is Grading Terms of Reference Year to Date and Looking Forward. As always, please be an attentive learner while watching this video. Feel free to rewind, pause, and watch again. By way of introduction, some last week posed questions which I could not answer because of lack of data. Namely, students asked, where am I grade-wise, or where are we grade-wise, and where are we going grade-wise? Now that I've finally gained stable access to Blackboard just this morning, I address these questions in this video. And as follow-up, I will briefly entertain questions as needed about this during our upcoming session, in addition to covering some real content. Now, there are several conditions that have to be considered when coming up with a scheme. So these are the boundary considerations I was thinking about. It is important we include performance year to date. We should recognize that there's been a transition turbulence, and we should provide some allowance for that. It is important that we provide, within a wholesome discipline anyway, an opportunity for success, a gateway path to qualification for the program, again, within a wholesome discipline. And part of that wholesome discipline is we must maintain standards. We want to, as much as possible, honestly address the course content and continue the course rigor. Now, this is a challenge, but at COD, we step up to this challenge, or to such challenges. So that's what we're about. So here are some facts. Historically, the course is statistics and physics and a pretty much even content split. Now, we're considering statistics finished, and I think that's appropriate, but as you learned last week, we're considering the physics just begun again. So we started anew, and Linda and I have a flight plan, including adjustments for arriving safely at our destination and covering the highlights of the core content. Now, your year-to-date Blackboard scores showed one homework that was a maximum of 12 points, two quizzes, each worth a maximum of 20 points, a midterm exam that was worth 200 points, so that was a total possible number of points of 252. So the highest total year-to-date then of that 252 was 221, or 87%. And I considered, as a curve, a renormed figure of merit this was established. So what I'm going to do is I am pretending that the maximum possible was 221, not 252, and I renormed tallies based on considering the current high as 100%. So if you had 221, I listed you as 100%, and we did percentage tallies beyond that. These percentage tallies are shown in a Blackboard column called BJ Summary. BJ stands for Before Gem Summary. Okay, so where are you? Well, the grading scale year to date, you can see in the BJ Summary column, you have a number. And so if you're at 90 to 100, you have an A. If you're 80 to 89, you have a B. And these are good enough to qualify for admission to the program. And I will tell you that qualifying is good. I've had many students in the past who earned a B, but got admitted to the program anyway because they shined on the interview and other credentials. So this is good enough. Now, some students were not good enough yet, and so there were other numbers that were in these ranges. But if you were year to date here, this is good enough. But how about having an opportunity for success? Well, here's what's going to happen going forward. The final exam, which will be just over physics, and more will be said about that later, will be equally weighted with the BJ Summary. And that means that your final average in the course will be the average of the BJ Summary and your percentage on the final exam divided by 2. And so what you can see here is this is a list of all the scores that I found in Blackboard for the students still active in the course. So we have these scores, and what I did is I calculated the need on the final to get an A. So what I really was doing is I was solving this equation for final percentage, and that is is what I call the need. So when you solve this, you understand the algebra. So the need is 2 times the cutoff. I showed you the cutoffs 90, 80, 70, so on and so forth. So it's 2 times the cutoff score minus the BJ summary. And so you see I've actually done this calculation for you. So if these are your scores, that's what you need for an A on the final. Then what I did is I also calculated what do you need to get a B on the final, which also will qualify for the program. And I think that gives you a pathway for success. And so you can see that we have these here. And even if you're down here, I've had some students who've taken this course more than once. And the second time, they got a much better grade than the first time, and they made it into the program. And so, and those students actually have thanked me for that. So that's what you need looking ahead. So, in a little bit of summary, the quality of mercy is not strained. Here, I think this is being very fair. And within a wholesome discipline, most of you have a pathway to qualify for the program. And one big truth is that means the remainder of this course really matters. So engage with me and with Linda. We've done this before, and we're going to do a quality job of doing it again. In closing, now more than ever, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math, it will make you strong. And now, more than ever, take care of yourself, because self-care is important. And take care of each other, because we're all in this together. God bless you all, and I'll see you in class this week.